Hello, beautiful one. My name is Faith Hunter, and I am so delighted to finally officially record this amazing Kundalini practice. It's one of my favorites, and it is called the Magnificent Nine. Now, this particular practice is also included in my book, Spiritually Fly. That's how much I love it. I had to include it in my book. So I have my notes right here from my book, but I am also going to keep time on my watch. Before we actually move into tuning in and moving into the practice, I do want to share that there is a breathing technique that is part of the practice. This particular breathing technique is called breath of fire. Now, we'll do simple inhales and exhales, of course, throughout the practice, but the breath of fire is definitely going to pop up in different movements. And I want to make sure that you understand the process of the breath before we actually flow into this Kundalini practice. Again, it's called breath of fire. It's a powerful inhale and exhale out of the nose, and you will feel the belly pumping. So give it a try with me. Maybe you've done it before. It's all good. It's a nice little refresher. Powerful inhale, powerful exhale out of the nose. So again, that belly is pumping. Inhale and exhale. You can also find your own pace and rhythm. And of course, as we move through the practice, I will remind you of that. So you can take it faster. But if you need to slow it down. And of course, if it becomes too much, and again, I will remind you, if it becomes too much, you feel a little lightheaded or exhausted doing the breath of fire, always come back to a nice inhale and exhale through your nose. Let's get started. Find your way in your ideal comfortable seat. We're going to tune in with the Adi mantra, and then followed after that, I am going to also chant the Mangala Charan. The Adi mantra is all about setting that tone for your practice, tuning in, and as I like to say, tuning in with my guides, my ancestors, my angels, all of my teachers, and really drawing upon divinity and, of course, Mother Earth to support me in this practice. It's going to bring your palms together, give them a little rub. Let the thumbs rest right between the center of your chest. Go on and close your eyes. Soften the shoulders and allow yourself to arrive in this present moment. We're simply going to chant Ong O-N-G Namo Guru Dev Namo. Breathing in. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Breathing in. Hold and retain the breath for a few seconds. And exhale. Now I'm going to add on the Mangala Charan, and this is the mantra of protection. Hadgure Name, Jugatgure Name, Satgure Name, Siddhigure Deve Name. Hadgure Name, Jugatgure Name, Satgure Name, Siddhigure Deve Name. Hadgure Name, Jugatgure Name, Satgure Name, Siddhigure Deve Name. Breathing in. Again, hold and retain your breath. And exhale. Allow your hands to fall and just simply rest them on your legs. The breath is smooth and easy. And then when you're ready, start to open your eyes. And because this is a Kundalini practice, we are timing it, of course, meaning each movement has a very specific time. So I'm going to keep time on my watch. And yeah, we're going to come onto our backs. So go on and release onto your back. Relax your shoulders, the arms, just let them rest for a moment. Then you're going to draw your left knee in towards your chest. And with your left knee in towards your chest, you're going to gently start to take a nice twist. So that left knee is simply going to drop over to the right side. The arms can open out as wide as you desire. You can even take that right hand and place it on that left thigh. And you're simply breathing deep in and out of your nose. And this pose in Kundalini is typically called a cat stretch. Relaxing both shoulders. Eyes open or closed, whatever feels most comfortable for you in this moment. We'll take a few more breaths here. And slowly come back to center. Release the left leg to the floor. You're going to draw your right knee into your chest now. Same thing, breathing in and exhale, let that right knee fall all the way over to the to the left side. The right shoulder is relaxed. The left leg is straight. Deep breaths in and exhale out of the nose. Just allowing yourself to enjoy this nice little stretch. A few more breaths here. One more breath. Slowly bring your body back to neutral, coming back onto your back, or returning to your back. Let those legs fall. And then you're going to bring your palms together and actually give them a nice little rub before we take the next move. So we're moving into what is called the eye opener. Now, I always like to say when I'm teaching my workshops or my retreats that our hands, right, are healing tools, right? So we have the power to infuse healing energy through our palms and allow that to seep into our hands. So you're going to first close the fingers and use the palms to cup the eyes. And the eyes again are closed for the moment. And just take long, deep breaths in and out of your nose. Now start to blink the eyes open just a little. You may see a little light creeping in, and that's okay. And then you're going to slowly begin to lift the palms a few inches and let it hover above your face. Now the key here is to continue to gaze at your palms. Try not to allow the eyes to shift right and left. Gaze at the palms. Breathe deep in and out of your nose. And as you do this, I want you to feel that energy, that healing energy from your palms flowing into your face, from your chin to your lips to your nose, all the way to the brow, and even the crown of the head is receiving some of that positive energy, that healing energy. And then take your hands and just start to massage your face. All right, so you can do your chin, do your forehead. Just give yourself a nice little massage. And use any area of your hands. You can even use your palms, fingertips. Make sure you get in your nose. I always sometimes like to shift my nose from right to left. Get right underneath your eyes. Even do your eyelids, your temples. A few more. Just a nice little easy massage. All right, then relax your hands. Give yourself another moment. Breathing in. Exhale, empty out. We're going to move now into stretch pose. Now, I am going to provide you with some options with stretch pose, so don't stress out, right? So to begin this, you're going to place your hands underneath your hips. I'm starting with different levels of options. And then you're going to lift your head and shoulders and your legs. This may be enough, right? And maybe even the feet down may be enough, and just head and shoulders are up. But if you want to play around with going into the full expression, you're going to take your arms, extend them alongside your body. Always like to stay safe, so lift your head and shoulders first, and then lift your legs. Now here's the fun part. When we're in this particular posture, you are actually going to do breath of fire and stretch pose. All right, so I'll demonstrate really quickly. Head and shoulders up, legs up. I think you're ready. All right, find the one that's going to work for you. Again, if you need to protect that lower back, hands can go underneath your hips. And know that as we do this for the next 1 minute, if you need to lower your legs or lower your head and shoulders or lower your entire body, I want you to continue breathing deep in and out of your nose. With what? Breath of fire. Okay, here we go. Head and shoulders lift. Legs lift, and we pump. Reach those fingers towards the toes. Again, powerful inhale, powerful exhale. If it becomes too much, you can always drop one leg, lift it back up, drop the other leg, lift it back up. Halfway there. Both legs can lower, keep the breath going. If you need to lower your head and shoulders, you got this. Inhale, hold the breath. Exhale, relax. Woo. Take a couple of deep breaths in and out of your nose. All right, and then we're going to immediately flip over onto your belly. All right, and we're going to come into our Cobra pose. Now, in this particular posture, we have options again, because I want you to protect yourself. So if it feels comfortable, tops of the feet are on the mat. Your hands are going to come right there by your rib cage. And I always like to open my hands out a little bit wider on this, and you're going to slowly begin to lift your upper body. Thighs and knees are still on the mat. Chin is parallel, and we're going to do the breath of fire. Again, if this is too much, you have options. You can lower the body gently. The elbows can bend. This is good. But you can also lower the forearms to the mat and come into Sphinx pose, gazing forward. Chin is parallel. And we're going to do breath of fire. Are you ready for this? Let's do this. So here we go. Elbows right up by your rib cage. Slowly begin to lift your body up. Tops of the feet are on the mat. Chin is parallel. And we do breath of fire. Let me keep time. All right. And let's go. Eyes are closed in the process. You're gazing right between your brow. Keep those shoulders relaxed, chin parallel. If you need to slow it down, slow it down. If you need to come back to a nice inhale and exhale, do that. Only a few more seconds. Take a deep breath in, hold and retain the breath, and exhale. Slowly lower the body. Just relax for a few seconds. Observe and notice any sensations in your body. One more breath. All right, go on and place those hands right by your rib cage. Lift your body up. Take your time. You're going to come onto all fours, and we are going to move into cat-cow pose. So cat-cow, wrists are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips, tops of the feet are on the mat. When you take your cat and cow, you're going to drop the belly, inhale, lift the chest, and then you're going to exhale, round the back. So it's nice and fluid motion. And again, it's a simple inhale and exhale. And I'm going to keep time, of course. Let's do this. And let's begin. Now, I want to make sure that, again, your wrists are underneath your shoulders. You're spreading your fingers wide in the process. Eyes are closed. And as you do this, you can even repeat to yourself, Sat Nam. Inhale Sat, exhale Nam. And Sat Nam means truth is your identity. Truth is your name. Inhale, lift the chest. Hold the breath here. And exhale. Give yourself a moment to pause. Eyes opened or closed, and just breathe. Breathe in and out of your nose and simply observe. Be a witness to all of the sensations in your body. One of the amazing and beautiful things about this Magnificent Nine practice is that it is ideal for women. So if you're new to this, maybe give it a try for 7 days, 14 days, or maybe even make it a full 40-day practice. All right, let's move into our front stretch. The legs are going to extend out in front of you. And the key here is to allow your hands to touch something on your body. So if you can't, you're going to reach all the way out. Take your hands, wrap them around your big toes. This totally works, right? But if grabbing your big toes with your index and middle fingers don't work, I want you to place your hands on your knees, shins, ankles. Grab your feet. Hold on to something. And all you have to do is breathe deeply this time, in and out of your nose. Take a deep breath in, exhale, and let's begin. As you fold forward, go to your personal max. Continue to lead with the center of your chest. Feel the crown of your head reach forward towards your feet or towards the side wall, wherever you're extending. But you want to make sure the center of your chest is coming forward. If you need to softly bend those knees, feel free to do so. Long, deep breaths. Now take a deep breath in. Lift your upper body, hold the breath, draw the navel point in, keep holding the breath. And then exhale, relax. Slowly lift your upper body whenever you're ready. Again, just observe and notice all the sensations. Okay, we're going to move into rock pose. Now, again, it's all about options. So you can actually have a seat where you are actually sitting on your heels. The bum is sitting on your heels. If you need to, you can slide a blanket right between your calf muscles and your thighs, so behind the knees, or even place a blanket underneath your heels. If this is uncomfortable for you, take your time. Unravel those legs and cross your ankles, coming into a cross-leg position. You always have options. The key here is to stay connected with the breath of fire. So here we go. Have a seat on your heels. Always like to place the backs of my hands on my thighs so the palms are facing up. And this place of receptivity, and also with the palms facing up, you're letting go of those things that are no longer serving you. So even as we tap into that breath of fire, it might be good to just think about what you are releasing. And then at some point, start to think about what you want to receive. Chin is parallel to the earth. Relax your shoulders. And let's begin. Breath of fire, eyes closed. Make sure that you're sitting up tall. Keep pumping. Inhale. Hold and retain your breath. Exhale. And then start to blink your eyes open. So from here, we are going to begin to make our way into what's called fish pose in Kundalini Yoga. Now, I always like to use a nice little prop. So if you have a pillow or a bolster, you can use that behind you. But from this rock pose, your feet are going to splay out to the side, and you're going to drop your hips right in between your heels. Knees are bent, tops of the feet are on the mat. And then you have this bolster or your pillow, and that's what you're actually going to use as support. So you're simply going to lean back onto your bolster or pillow. Now, if you're like, Faith, really? We're doing this? Don't worry. You don't have to use the blanket or bolster. You don't even have to lean back all the way. Maybe you come into this and you kind of lean back. Little hands can support you, or you can add more support, stacking your pillows or blankets. Now again, if you have knee issues, I definitely don't want you to fold those legs in that way. So basically, you're going to come into a cross-leg position, lean back, or bring the soles of your feet together and lean back. So whichever option works for you, I want you to be comfortable. So I'm going to splay my feet out, drop my hips right between my heels, grab my bolster, and we're going to do breath of fire. But I want you to remember, if doing breath of fire in this posture is uncomfortable, I want you to take long, deep breaths. Let's do this. Go on and lean back. And begin pumping. Now, if you notice, I've slowed it down a little bit, so feel free to do that. You know, you can always pick up the pace. Eyes are closed. Breathe in, hold and retain your breath, and exhale. Using your hands as support as well as your forearms, start to slowly lift your upper body. Unravel your legs gently. Take your prop, place it to the side. Just give yourself a moment to reset, recalibrate. Observe, notice, and feel. Now we're going to move into our shoulder stand. And as you do shoulder stand, I want you to make sure that you have support. If you need to, Bubba, you okay? Where's your diaper? I'm going to go get your diaper. It is almost time for your walk. We're going to keep recording. Now we're going to move into our final posture. Final posture is shoulder stand. And the thing I want you to remember, again, we're staying safe. I always like to use a blanket for support. So go on and grab your blanket. And know that if you do shoulder stand without a blanket, it's all good. But you're going to fold your blanket so you have like the curved edge side. And when you lie down, your shoulders are going to come right against the edge of your blanket. So that means your neck and your head are off the blanket. Coming into shoulder stand, making sure that you do it safely. So as you come onto your back, again, shoulders are going to come right to the edge. Neck and head are off. You're going to draw your knees in towards your chest. Going to give yourself a little lift on the inhale. Lift those hips. Bring your hands to your lower back. Now, my knees are still bent here because I want to take my time to draw my elbows in and then start to extend and lift my legs up towards the sky. Now, if this is uncomfortable for you, meaning if doing shoulder stand is not going to work, don't worry. I just simply want you to come onto your back and extend both legs up towards the sky. So we're definitely going to do this for 1 minute as well. I want you to take your time, either full shoulder stand or keep your hips and body on the mat and simply extend your legs. Let's go on and get to it. Release onto your back. I'm going to set that timer. Draw your knees in, hands to your lower back. And we're going to take long, deep breaths in and out of the nose. Eyes are closed, breathing deep. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. To come out, gently bend your knees. Draw them towards your chest and the forehead. Lower the palms and slowly roll out. Come flat on your back. Give yourself a few breaths in and out of your nose. Again, feel and observe. And you can stay right here on your back because we're now going to move into our final relaxation. Always like to have a little support. So if you want, grab your pillow or your blanket, place that underneath your knees, and we'll take a few minutes to simply be in silence, to relax, and to fully and completely absorb the benefits of our practice. Letting go of any tension through the soles of your feet, your knees, your hips, your spine. Softening the jaw muscles and tongue. And as the eyelids rest heavy over your eyes, allow the earth to hold and support you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. One more deep breath in. And exhale. Give yourself time to slowly come back into this moment. Start to stretch wherever you need to. Stretching the legs, the arms. And as the knees slowly come in, you can give yourself a hug. You can take another twist if you'd like. Drop those knees over to your right side. And slowly swing the knees over to the left. Deep breaths in and out of the nose. And bring your body back to center. And you're going to bring the soles of your feet together and start to rub them, and then even bring your palms together and start to rub the palms. And then you have the option, you can rock yourself up to sit, or you can roll over to one side. So if you want to rock yourself up to sit, you can. Obviously, I'm not going to rock myself up. It's a little baby here. So I'm just going to roll over and lift my body up. There we go, sweet pea. And find your way back to a cross-leg position, or whatever comfortable seated position works for you. Take a couple of deep breaths in and out of your nose. And you're going to bring your palms together. We're going to seal our time with a long Sat Nam. Again, truth is your identity. Truth is your name. Breathing in. Sat Nam. Sat Nam, Ashe. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for this Kundalini practice, Magnificent Nine. And remember, you can do this on a regular basis to help balance your nervous system. For 7 days, 14 days, or create an entire 40-day sadhana as a way to amplify you, create more vibrancy in your life, and even balance your chakras. Take care and stay spiritually fly. Ciao. Baby. Mama? You wanted your mom? You wanted your mom? Yeah, you wanted your mom. You wanted your mama. Want to go for a walk? Let's go for a walk. Yeah, you did it. You did your practice. You did your practice? Yeah, you did your practice. Did you do Shavasana? Huh? Did you do your Shavasana? You did Shavasana. You did the best Shavasana ever. Yes, you did. You got it, that Shavasana. Shavasana. Sebastian got in his Shavasana. Shavasana.